All right, now, I'm not saying that this town is full of drunks. I'm not saying that, but I have noticed that if you want to get the $10 handle of vodka from Trader Joe's, you got to show up by like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I know exactly what consequences a $10 bottle of vodka brings, so just, doing the math, like at any given time, 15% of Alameda is hungover as fuck. I mean, there's a reason that we have In-N-Out on one end of the island, Five Guys on the other end of the island, and like half a dozen taquerias along the way. Like there's a reason for that. And I'm not one to talk. I'm not one to talk at all because all of my liquor comes in plastic bottles. That's what I like. I like to really like shady. I like the stuff like the label isn't even written in English. Like that's what I like. I think the name on one of them is really just the Polish word for cirrhosis. Like that's the kind of stuff I've got. The one thing I don't do is tequila. You do not want the kind of tequila that comes in a plastic bottle. Like that's the kind of thing where you start the night single and you wake up divorced and 2 months late on alimony. I think that's kind of a good one. I had a couple of friends tell me maybe I should try to cut back. They said, Shaun, you think of how much money you'd save if you weren't buying alcohol all the time. I said, well, yeah, but I mean, just think about how much money I'm going to save on retirement planning. If you think about it, like liver failure is the ultimate 401k. I mean, you're set. Apparently, I have a dark sense of humor. I don't know. I don't know where that comes from. Personally, I think I'm actually a very optimistic individual. For example, I'm a 5'7", overweight, 40-year-old divorced man who lives in a one-bedroom apartment with a cat. And yet I still carry a condom in my wallet. So. Look at the bright side. Fortunately, I do have some good friends around me. I have some very good friends. Unfortunately, a lot of those friends are comics, so they have a very weird way of showing it. I have my friend John. He called me up and he said, "Hey, I haven't seen you around. Just wanted to call you, make sure you weren't, sitting in the bathtub with a toaster on the ledge." I said, "No, I'm fine. I'm doing good." He said, "Good, because I was just going to tell you, there's not nearly enough voltage in that shit. You're going to have to use like a space heater or something." No, I do like John, and he's a good friend. He is my weed friend. I don't know if you guys have that friend, the weed friend. Not the friend that smokes weed. Not that friend. The weed friend. The one that doesn't fuck around with the dispensaries because he has to shop wholesale. That friend. I tried to smoke with him once. One time I tried to smoke with him and never again. I got so high that not only did I forget how to get home, I forgot how to use Google Maps to get the directions to get home. All right, now, just to explain this. I live in Alameda. We were at the Coliseum. To get from the Coliseum to Alameda, you make 2 turns. 2 turns. We ended up driving around Richmond. There is high. There is really high. Then there is 5 cities in the wrong direction. That is how high we were. I'm just glad John didn't want to pay the bridge toll, or we would have ended up having breakfast in Medford, Oregon. All right? That's my time. Thank you very much.